Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, November 27th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY, and AMZY. So let's take a look. Who had trades yesterday? TSLY had a trade, NVDY had a trade, CONY had a trade, and MSTY had a trade. 4 out of 5 funds had trades. Do you believe that nonsense? So, since that was the case, or since that is the case, I'm asking, if you don't mind and you enjoy this content, please hit the like button, the thumbs up button, because, you know, I usually don't remind you guys in the beginning unless the video is a pain in the ass. And this video is a pain in the ass because there's a lot of trades, right? So if you want to help out this channel and make it succeed and grow, please hit the like button. I do greatly appreciate it. All right, so first, let's take a look at TSLY. What did they do? Well, there's no BC, okay, so they didn't close anything. What did they do? They did a buy call, a sell put, a sell call, a buy call. What does this mean? Well, they pretty much just added new contracts to, you know, the existing positions, and they sold call into next week. And they bought a call, so that means the call credit spread, right? Easy enough, but we can take a look at the data, see where we stand. Oh yeah, TSLY pays today. Declaration date, everyone. We'll see what they pay. All right, so here's the synthetic 295, just chilling. So they added 500 contracts, and it cost them, you know, about 2.5 mil. Because look, TSLY's at 338. So, you know, you're buying a call at 295, you know, it's going to cost you money. So, obviously, you know, it is what it is, but they only have one synthetic position at the moment. So, you know, they're just going to add to the existing one. This synthetic, again, is doing well. It's up 14.65%. It expires in 87 days. Payment 2, this is payment cycle 2 for the fiscal year. When I say cycle, this is like the, you know, the 4-week cycle. So this synthetic ended up with a loss, or we'll call it an expense, of 10.3 million. That'll get added into, you know, the payment information. So let's go to the weeklies tab. How did TSLY do yesterday? Not that great. Wait, where is it? Okay. Wow, such a little change. I didn't even see it. All right, so yesterday, TSLY went down 0.11%. TSLY, look at that. It went up 0.2%, so that's good. So congrats, TSLY. You beat your underlying. That's what you want to see. All right, so here's anything in gray we covered previously. So first, we'll look at what they just added yesterday. So here's the 500 contracts. They added, they sold a call 360, 6.44% out of the money. That's an annualized yield of 62%. And they bought a call, further out, a 425 strike, 25.65% out of the money. You know, combining the two together, again, creates the credit call spread, which essentially would, you know, eliminate any further downside above 425 strike, right? But obviously, you know, if they close it out early, they could possibly make more money on, you know, the buy call than what they paid for it. But of course, if they do that, then the 360. See, I'm wondering, like, let's think about this. Either way, you'd lose on the 360. Like, if you're gonna win, I don't know. It'd have to be like the perfect medium, but to win on both is tough. So it's almost like a guaranteed, you know, you're not going for the gold. You're always going for the silver, right? Because you're always going to lose one or the other. And you don't want to lose the 360. You don't want TSLY to go above 360 by 12.6, all right? You don't. Anyway, let's move on. How do the other positions, you know, sit? Well, look, 360, 425, 360, 425, 360. You know, it's just like all eggs in one basket. Let's get a little creative here. You couldn't have done a different strike price. They didn't. So needless to say, all contracts, all of them, have a 360. So hopefully TSLY doesn't fly to the moon. I mean, it's at a pretty high price now, so I would imagine it'd be tough to go up more than that, but you never know, man. You never know. But at the same time, if they're confident in that, then why even buy the call, right? Do we think it like 425, right? Is that a thing? Maybe there's a, the turkey rally coming up. Who knows? We'll see. Turkey hangover, or people are just, turkey hangover. They're clicking buttons Friday morning, and they're hitting, they're FOMO Tesla, right? I don't know. We'll see. But again, for this week, nothing. We don't have anything to worry about, which is good. But surprisingly, like we thought TSLY Fund Manager had the day off, but tough luck. All right, outstanding shares, it did go up. Why did it go up? Well, you saw they added contracts, so obviously it went up 650K. Just to update you on the spreadsheet, you could see obviously payment 2 cycle ends. So I'm only going to carry the opening of those positions, and then payment 3 will carry the closure of those positions, and then we'll carry the total profit from there on. I don't know if that made sense to you guys. All right, so here is the recap. 30-day IV, 51%. Outstanding shares, 64.9 mil. We're starting fresh because, again, I start the income now because, let's be real, they made the decision on what they're going to pay today yesterday. They had to. They're not going to come in and do it in the morning because they, number one, well, they announced it what time? During my video. So my video is around 6:30, between 6:30 and 7. So obviously they decide what they're going to pay the day prior. In fact, I probably shouldn't even count what they made yesterday, but I do. But needless to say, on declaration date, that to me starts the new payment cycle. So that's why we're starting with 0, because that's starting today. Anything we make today will be added from here on out. So that's why it's all zeros. Reaction, yeah, TSLY Fund Manager. He had to run to the office, man. He's like, oh, crap, people bought in. I got to make some trades. So he ran in and he ran out as fast as he could. So he's going back to the beach as we speak, right? With his big belly and all. All right, Group A declares again after today. I know we're jumping ahead. They declare on after Christmas. Oh, my God. So, yeah, they pay. They declare and pay twice this month, and that could happen. Of course, they all have 13 payments, so it's bound to happen that extra payment for each of these is going to fall in whatever month. Obviously, for Group A, they get 2 in December, so because they're a very festive group. All right, so if we look at the payment information, we're on lockdown here. 141 million synthetic income. Short call loss, we ended up losing 52 mil. So net income is 89.1 mil. Shares, outstanding shares, this is as of today. This is declaration date. However, people can buy in today and still qualify. So I will update row 2, essentially, even though it's a third row, but this payment cycle 2. I'll update that number after the close today when they update the new share count. And then that's the number of people that qualify for the distribution, because I need that to be X date number. All right, so anyway, we made $1.37 total income per share. So is that good? Yeah, it's pretty damn good. Distribution last time was 59 cents, so we await to hear what they pay. They're probably announcing it right now, right? So TSLY probably over $1 or so, hopefully, and that make everyone happy. Rotomator, blank for now. Hopefully we start making some income on the weeklies. So if we just use the IV, you're looking at 66 cents, which, that's not a lot of money. But again, based on what they made in synthetic income, I'd say they should be over $1. Again, I don't remember what my estimate was, to be honest. So it's kind of irrelevant at this point, especially if they announced. All right, so TSLY Holdings, again, the synthetic is very dominant. And then, we see all eggs in one basket. There's 2 trades right there. Let's just forget it. We don't care. They got nothing expiring this week, so we don't care anymore, right? We can move on and enjoy our turkey after they declare. All right, outstanding shares, 996 mil. The NAV is 1534. The trade price is 1536. All right, so this is what the synthetic can give you, 138 mil. Will they close it and roll it in the next payment cycle? Well, if they don't make any weekly income, maybe, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so that's the update on TSL to the Y. All right, up next, let me go here. Yeah, NVIDIA. I mean, way too much crap here. I opened this. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Wanted to cry. But look, okay, they got BCs. All right, let's try to read this to the best of our ability. BC buy to close. Okay, so they closed something, 46,668, right? So if they closed something, they probably had to sell a call. Okay, that's further down, 46,000. You know, again, they separate these transactions. I guess that's how it comes out if they're doing like a roll. But, and then they have a new position. They sold a call and bought a call. Okay, so basically they closed out their trades and they opened new ones that expire next week. All right, down further below, they did the same exact thing. They closed out their trades and they sold trades into next week. Now at the very top, buy call, sell put, sell call. What do you notice? Oh my God, three trades. There's no butt buddy. There's no, you know, security guard hanging out up its ass. No. Oh my God, they sold a call. There is no credit call spread. You can do it. All right, so that's a good job. 3,400 additional contracts. They just sold a call. Oh my God, it's like the old days. So we'll see how that looks. Anyway, obviously, this is why I said hit the damn like button. Look at this. Too much. All right, let me go to the spreadsheet. All right, so NVDY has two synthetic positions. They have a 148, 65,240 of the contracts chilling here at the 148. They're underwater now. They're under 7.49%, which is kind of why they started the 138. But again, this expires in 87 days, so they got time. They got time. Now, here's the other synthetic position, the 138, essentially at the money. So this is where they would have added the shares from yesterday, right? So here it is. 3,400 additional contracts added to the synthetic. How much did it cost? Essentially nothing, because again, it's kind of at the money. When it's at the money, adding to these synthetic positions is, you know, cheaper. Obviously, if it's one direction, you know, if it's way above the strike, it's going to cost us, you know, a lot of money. If it's way under the strike, then we're going to get a higher credit. We're going to get paid to open that position. But we like when it's at the money because this is where it should start, right? This is the whole point of it. But anyway, whatever. This is the other part of the synthetic. By the way, total contracts now over 100,000, 100,590. That's a lot. That's a lot of trading. I hope they don't break the options chain for NVIDIA one day. All right, so how did NVIDIA do yesterday? Where the hell? All right, so November 26th, NVIDIA, they ended up green for once. It up 0.66%. NVIDIA captured 0.61%. So that's pretty damn good. Now, again, there were so many freaking trades. So you got to squeeze it all in. Let's see if we could do this. What do you guys, it's all about what do we care about? What should we freaking care about? We just want to know if we won, right? All right, so get rid of the gray. The gray we covered. All right, so here's the at the top. You see the 46,668 contracts. Look at that. They paid 12 cents to close it, right? That's a win. Good job. All right, right below it, 46,669 contracts, 13 cents. That's a win. Good job. And then we finally get rid of those stupid 3 contracts just chilling, 13 cents. That's a win. So the sold calls, they won. They won. They made a profit. And you could see when all is said and done, they made 7 mil, 474 bucks. Woo. All right. So now what else? What else is going on? Well, again, unfortunately, they had a call credit spread. They did, you know, the whole transaction was a call credit spread. So yeah, you guessed it. The call, the bought call was useless. They made 4 cents on all of them, all of the, you know, the calls. So they lost, in the end, it was a loss for all 3, about 1.8 mil almost. So again, for those of you that say we love credit call spreads, keep in mind it is an expense, okay? This is, you know, money out of the pocket. And it's, you know, it just makes you like look at it like weeks like this. It's like, really, Did we need call credit spreads on everything? Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So the 1950 was there. The 1900 was there. So let's cover the new trades. So here's the 3,400 contracts. Remember, no butt buddy tagging along. Oh my God, they're so brave. Here they did. They sold a call 141. But why the hell is it so tight? They sold a 141 strike, 2.98% out of the money. I mean, they got all week next week. They got today. They got half day Friday. That's not cool, man. Annualized yield shows 46%. Yeah, man, they could have went a little higher. They should have went a little higher. I know the IV sucks on NVDY. Oh my God, it's at 37%. But still, man, if you're going NVIDIA, it's been down, so it's hard to imagine it's going to stay down. And when it does flip that corner, hopefully it doesn't do it too fast, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so that's the 3,400. The other positions, they chose a 141 strike as well, right? The 46,000 and the 46,000. So again, all of them are 2.98% out of the money. Way too tight. Way too tight for the entire freaking thing. Now, they bought a call. One of them has a 150. The other one has a 152.50. 9 and 11% away from any type of help. Is there a point to that? I don't know, man. Whatever. All right, so let's look at the old positions. Every position now expires on 12/6. The old position, well, another one has a 141, and then the other one has a 142. So basically, we're looking at 141 for next week as the number. We need NVIDIA to close below 141 by December 6th, okay? All right, if we want to make a damn profit. What a mess. All right, outstanding shares. Yes, of course it went up. Why? Well, we saw they added to the synthetic. So 375,000 additional outstanding shares. Why did... Okay, so see what happens? See, my formula stopped picking up, so I got to pick up. How far are we in on this cycle? Okay, so there you go. See, look at that. I messed that up. See, whatever. So now the income looks better, which is good. All right, here's the 30-day IV, 37.45%. I mean, that IV sucks. It makes me not even want to own NVIDIA. And I've said this before. I haven't sold it yet, but it's more like I said, a placeholder until I need the money for my own options. But it's weak. It's not worth that IV, especially if they're going to blow through this covered call. Like, what the hell? Anyway, outstanding shares, 53.8 mil. Total net income, 26.6 mil. That's good. Finally, some damn income. All right, distribution, that comes to 50 cents. All right, daily income, 2 cents. That's not that good. Daily yield, 0.09%. Annualized yield, 34%. So at least we're making progress here. 34% yield is actually close to their IV. Their IV is 37%. So the weeklies are actually kind of doing what was intended. So good job, NVIDIA. Now, reaction, I left the check mark because they did good. I mean, I may not agree with next week's trades, but who cares? They won this week's trades, and let's be grateful. And by the way, they declare again in 7 days, obviously next week, which will be in freaking December. Expensive month. Here we go. Not only do I have Christmas, but one of my son's birthdays is in December. So it's like double freaking whammy. All right, synthetic income. Here we go. 122 mil. All right, that's awesome. Short call income from the weeklies, 26.6 mil. That is a total net income of 148 million. Awesome. That comes to 277 per share. What are they going to pay? I don't know. I'm going to talk about them on Sunday morning. But if I had to guess, let's see. Their IV payment is low. It's 78 cents. So you're looking at 78 cents to 277, prior payment being $1.02, right? So it's pretty obvious that it's going to be in the dollar range, right? Could they pay $2? Absolutely. But more than likely, we're probably looking at like the $1.25 range or so. If I were to guess, I would think that's the low end, the high end, $1.50. But again, too early to tell. They got some we got some time in between. All right, here's the holdings. So what are we doing for NVDY? Again, they got 2 synthetics. I know, it's annoying. And then they got all these calls, but they all expire next week. So who gives a damn? Let's move on. Let's go straight to the assets under management. That totals 1.3 billion. The NAV is 24.99. Trade price 24.98. Synthetic bailout, no. It's in the negative, so no reason to talk about that. So we're done with NVDY. We can move on. All right, what's next? All right, so that was NVDY. CONY had a trade, but we have to finish the big three. All right, so MSTY had trades. First, we look for the BC. All right, we go right in the middle. There's a BC. There's a buy to close, 10,000. All right, it looks like they paid 42 cents. Good. That's good stuff. That means they won. They sold. It looks like they sold the credit call, the buy call, right? And they made a penny. So not a penny. Oh, they made 10 cents. Sorry. Wow. All right, that's okay, I guess. No, it's not really. But anyway, they open a new position for next week, 10,000. And then at the very top, what's that? Buy call, sell put, sell call, buy call. All right. Again, people are buying into MSTY. Well, do you blame them? MSTY's been tanking, man. Oh my God. It's scary out there, man. It's scary. How do you guys feel? How do you feel? Are you like numb to it? Or are you like, oh my God, I'm selling? Me personally, I sold another put on MSTY. I'm having a blast. I'm doing options on MSTY now. I can't help it. Now, I wanted to keep the dividend car account as I'm investing, you know, in the funds that do options for me because I don't have time to do options on 2 accounts. But now here I am. I'm selling options on options ETFs because I have to. The options chain made me. It's too, you can't not. The premium is outstanding. So anyway, sorry. Well, I'll cover that on the dividend car video, which unfortunately, since I have to wait until YieldMax and YMAG pay me, and they pay on the Monday, so the dividend car video may have to wait until the following weekend. I know you guys do ask about that, which I do greatly appreciate, but it'll come out. All right, so let's move on. So I got to get to the MSTY spreadsheet. All right, here it is. So MSTY has a synthetic 315. So they added to that, right? So we got to scroll up. Let's see what I did here. 1126, which was yesterday. 815 new contracts added. Well, it's a little expensive, to be honest. It cost them about $5 million. Why? Well, MSTY, or I'm sorry, MSTR, is actually still above the strike, regardless of how bad they've been tanking. They're still 12.28% above their strike. This synthetic, by the way, expires in 87 days, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, let's move on to the weeklies tab and see how they performed yesterday. MSTR, like I said, kind of a rough day, down 12.33%. MSTY down 9.9%. What about the day before? Day before that, MSTR went down 4.37, and then day before that it was up, but the day before that it was down 16. So kind of a rough go the past few days, but you know, we'll see. I mean, you can't go up forever, right? So for those of you that said, damn, I wish I would have bought at 30, well, here you go. You know, be careful what you wish for. You always got to say that in the investment world because people are always brave until they're not. All right, so again, there's just so many trades. So we saw they closed out the 10,000 contracts, right? Was that the remaining 1129 contracts? Yes, it was. So this was the last existing contracts for the week. And they paid, what, 42 cents? Okay, that's good. That's a win. They got 10 cents on, you know, the call that they bought, which, again, did they need to? No, if they did the same thing, whatever. But anyway, it was a total, they profited. So they won 25.5 on the sold call. They lost 11 million on the buy call. So overall combined, it was a $14 million, profit. But as they say, They say they make the credit call spread to yield the same as if when they sold the call alone. But keep in mind, when they sell the call alone, they can go higher out of the money, which they didn't have to here, but you know, it gives you just a little more security. So again, it's all about preference, I guess, what you guys want to see. You know my thoughts. I'll stop giving my thoughts. But anyway, 815 contracts. This is what they added, right? So if we go to synthetic 315, they added 815 contracts. There it is. So here's the trade. 815 contracts, 445 strike price, 25% out of the money. They bought a call 670. That's 89% out of the money. Is that going to be of any use? I don't know. There's a lot of days in between. There's about 6.5 trading days, so we'll see. And then they got 10,000 contracts, 460 strike price, 30% out of the money. They bought a call 650. That's 83% out of the money. Is that going to, you know, again, I don't know. MSTR has been on the downward, but when it goes up, see ya. So would you rather hear just a sold call with a higher strike, or would you rather the call credit spread because MSTR is going to go to the moon? I mean, to be honest, the call credit spread, not a bad idea here in case they recover, but the gap, man, I just don't like these gaps. They're just too much. And so I don't know. I wish they would figure out a way to tighten the gap. I know they'd have to sell calls closer to the money, but I don't know. Then it seems like in the end, I really just don't want them. I mean, it's not even because I hate tracking them. I just don't want them. All right. Anyway, so let me just do the whole recap. Here's what we got left, but nothing expires this Friday, so you guys can take the rest of the week off. MSTY fund manager, you know, he's probably already in Hawaii. Like, that guy's making bank. If you're making commission checks on how you do, poof, he got a nice commission bonus or whatever. But yeah, he's probably living the life, so good for him. Anyway, 700. Oh yeah, by the way, someone should remind him he owes MSTR, you know, his life, right? MSTR saved him. Anyway, 790 contracts, 720 strike price. 885 contracts, 720 strike price. No butt buddy attached. That is currently 103% out of the money. So again, without doing the call credit spread, these positions look just fine to me. All right, now 6,545 contracts. This one we have a call credit spread. They sold the call at 620. They bought the call at 890. The sold call is 75% out of the money. The bought call is 151% away from helping, which, you know, it looks like that's going to be deemed to be useless. Let's look at the next position. That one they closed. So let's move on to the 1,500 contracts, 475 strike price, 34% out of the money. And then they bought a call 810. That's 129% out of the money. Probably useless. 10,000 contracts, 505 strike price, 42% out of the money. And then another call credit spread. They bought a call at 710, 100% out of the money. Probably useless. So again, we'll see. What all that matters is if we could end up closing MSTR price below the strike prices that they sold the calls on. But again, there's way too much going on in the spreadsheet, and I probably confused the hell out of you with all these numbers. But again, it's just we need MSTR. It can go up, and it can go up a decent amount, but we're kind of, you know, we're limited. We're saying like, all right, in the next 6.5 days, just go up like 25%, all right? That's basically the moral of the story. All right, outstanding shares. Let's see how they did. Well, they did go up by 375,000. Payment 2 is picking up the formula here, so that's good. So here's the recap. 30-day IV, unfortunately, yeah, 200% is a thing of the past, but it's still good. It's 168%. Outstanding shares, 36,625,000. Total net income is a loss of 58.9 mil. But yeah, let's move on. Reaction. I mean, this is where we've been headed. Hopefully it turns around. But right now it's just down, 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 down. I think I checked pre-market earlier, and it was down. So, and I'm sorry, no, it was up. But that was at 4 a.m. Anything can change. I don't know what time it is now. Actually, let me check. It is 4:54. So, you know, still pretty early. But anyway, Group D declares in 21 days. So what are they going to pay? Well, unfortunately, we have a synthetic debit, short call, so we're not making money yet, right? We're not making money. Actually, wait, let me check. Let me go back to the weeklies. Did they open? Yeah, they did open new positions, but I guess the loss was so bad that it did lower the loss of where we were. I forget what it was yesterday. But whatever, we're not making income, so we can't really talk about estimates on here. We can only look at the IV. The IV being 168%. The payment estimate for that would show to be 408, which is not bad. Again, $4 to $5 payments are probably what we can kind of expect going forward, which is, awesome. What about MSTY Holdings? I mean, look at this disaster. Does anyone even want to see this? No, nobody wants to look at this. All right, let's be real. So all we need to know, all right, the synthetics doing well. The weeklies, we got time. That's it. Assets under management still over $1 billion, 1.1 billion. The NAV is 31.44. Trade price is 31.48. And again, you see what the synthetics worth, 132 mil. But we need MSTR to, let's chill out with this sell off. Maybe let's go up a little. We gotta go both ways, and then we'll go from there. But if it goes down, we'll make money on the way. We make money up, down, all around, right? That's what it's all about. All right, so that's the update on MSTY. So we covered what? TSLY, NVDY, and MSTY, and now what's left is AMZY and CONY. But CONY did have a trade. So let me see if I can go to that. All right, AMZY did not. AMZY is the only one that did not have a trade, so they gave me a break. All right, so CONY actually had a pretty simple looking trade. BC buy to close, all right? So they closed out 900 contracts, all right? And they sold their call, okay, looking good, right? They paid 76 cents closing out the call. They made 4 cents on the buy call credit spread, useless. Okay, nothing new there. All right, and then they used those 900 contracts and they sold the call into next week. Simple, all right? Nothing. So what does that mean? That means they won their trade. It was close, right? 76 cents. It's not that cheap. Let's be real. But it's definitely a win because you could see how much they make normally, right? Although they have some days for this week, but that's 70.95 credit. Obviously, they get credits much higher than 76 cents, which tells you if they do a buy to close of 76 cents, that's a win, all right? And that's what we care about. We want to win on the weekly trades. All right, so let's take a look at coin. By the way, this little price change here, I didn't update the formula. Nobody called me out on it yesterday, but I did update it today. So the difference between obviously the 2 days, right? Yesterday, no, I'm sorry. Yesterday was only Tuesday. Actually, it was good. Tuesday was. It was only Monday versus the Friday. Okay, so this is Tuesday versus the Monday. All right, so obviously I can't even think, so I did have it right. But anyway, coin went down what? It went down 6.45%. CONY went down 4.56. Well, that sucks. Let's see how let's see how our synthetics are looking. Probably not good. Oh my God, we got a synthetic 300 and synthetic 320. Ooh, we are in danger zone, 2 and 9% away, right? I'm not going to sing, don't worry. It's getting close, though. 165 million, that's very expensive. Gold digger alert. All right, so we'll see, though. Look at all these 1129s. They only closed out the 900, but they got all these 1129s. Now, should they have closed out the rest? I don't know. Let's see. All right. Well, they got some cushion. 24,565 contracts, 320 strike, 9.11% out of the money. So they have today. Today's a full day in the market. And then Thursday we're off, and Friday we're open till 1 p.m. in the market. So what are they going to do? They're going to leave this, let it ride? I don't know. We'll see. And then they also have 5,000 contracts, 322.50 strike, 9.96% out of the money. Same thing pretty much. 3,715 contracts, 325 strike, 10.11% out of the money. So as long as coin doesn't fly to the moon today, we should be okay. I mean, Friday, is there going to be that much action in the market for half day after Thanksgiving? I don't know. I can't remember, right? You guys probably, you guys, some of you track that stuff. But, and then there's the call credit spread. Oh yeah, don't forget, we have call credit spreads. Oh, yay. And the closest one is 370. Wow, that's useful. But yeah, what are they worth? 2.23 cents. Yeah, wow. Wow, thanks for helping. And then they have the 900. That's for the following week, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so here we go. CONY is assets under management, 1 billion. All right, the NAV is 1623, trade price 1623. Synthetic is useless for now. 30-day IV is 83%. IV estimate 104. Does that say 13? Yes, it does. Group C declares in 14 days on December the 11th. So let's move on to Amazon, or AMZY, I should say. Oh, no, this is not good. Amazon went up 3.08% yesterday. Look at that. We are capped. We didn't even capture half. AMZY, you suck. AMZY went up 1.47%. I'm guessing we're in the money, but let's take a look at our synthetic. Well, our synthetic is doing pretty good. We're only 1% away from making money on the synthetic again. But let's zoom in here. What kind of trades they got? Is this we got till 12.6, so all good. All good. We got till 12.6. All right, so nothing expires this week. All right, but we do have 10,280 contracts, 212.50 strike, 2.23% out of the money. So we're not in the money, but we're pretty close already. Again, a big jump. Like Amazon went up. That's unusual, but it did go up 3%. If we go up another 3% today, you can kiss, these weeklies. It's a loss, right? We do have a call credit spread. That's 5% away. So the gap is a little tighter than the others, which is always good. But we'll see if it's needed or if we end up in the dead zone. All right. So assets under management, when we talk about AMZY, it's 211 mil. The NAV is 1907, trade price 1907. So we're on our way. Again, how do we want AMZY to work? We want them to pay us $1.70, around there. And then we want it to recover back to 20. And it's on its way. It's at 1907. So it's doing its job finally. All right, synthetic bailout, useless information. Amazon has an IV of 25%. So it looks better than I think, what is this, yesterday? But it still sucks. The estimate based on that is 37 cents. Again, we want 70. Let's be real. We want 70, but we'll see. We'll see. They declare in 21 days. So that's the update on all of the holdings, and it was a lot of information, and we're all exhausted, and we all need naps, right? Okay, so what are we going to talk about now? Well, we have to go to the pre-market, all right? Everyone's favorite part. All right, so here we are. Welcome to pre-market. This is marketwatch.com. This is who I use because they store the quotes for me without making a stupid sign-in or anything like that. So that's pretty damn good. So this is as of 5:02 a.m. Oh, time's flying. So Tesla is up, or yeah, as of now, it's up 0.39%. It's at 339.56. TSLY is up 0.33%. It's at 1541. NVDY is down about 1%. It's at 135.57. NVDY is down 0.68%. It's at 24.81. Coin is up 2.23%. It's at 299.84. CONY is up 2.03%. It's at 16.56. MSTR is up 5.63%. It's at 370. Oh, 5.8%. It's at 374.25. I can't even talk fast enough because they move. MSTY is up 4.7%. They're at 32.98. TSLY is up 0.73%. They're at 20.73. Yeah, I got puts on them. I think they expire this week. I don't even know what the puts are. I don't even care if I get assigned, so it doesn't matter. TNA, they're up 1.31%. They're at 55.72. AMZY, they are up 0.17%. They're at 11.62. AMZY, they are up 0.05%. They're at 19.08. BTC, Bitcoin, they are up 2.68%, 93,421. BitX is up 5.49%. They're at 55.90. SOXL, my problem child, they're down. Again, they're down 2.81%. They're at 27.36. As you know, I own 600 shares of Soxal. I do have some pending puts for this week and next week. And I did sell 2 calls. Luckily, I got 2 calls out that expire this Friday. They're at this rate, they're going to expire worthless. So I'll keep those shares, which is great and all. But I may end up owning 200 additional shares. So after this week, I could own now 800 shares of Soxal. But again, the strategy is not changing. I'm still going to sell more puts if needed to lower my cost basis until this crap turns around and I could sell calls. I'm going to sell calls aggressively though, right? If I own 800 shares, I don't really want, to be honest, I don't want all 800 hanging out, right? I'm going to be selling calls at my cost basis, or I'll split it, you know, like, and I could sell calls in the money, right? Because I did my wheel split, by the way, we call it. So what do? I split up the, you know, the cost basis, right? So, and we'll see, you know, how that plays out. But anyway, we'll talk about that on Saturday. Super Microcomputer, they went up, or they are up 2.9%. They're at 35.47. SMCY, they are at, they're not updated, but 29.76. Plater is up 0.71%, 66.21. Platy is, wait, what? Down. Crazy. Platy's down 2.02%. They're at 65. TSM, they are down 1.15%. They are at 181.73. And then TSMY is down 0.62% at 19.15. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the end of the watch list. That's the end of the update. That's the end of the video. And I feel like I've been talking forever. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. But yes, of course, there's a video because the market's open today. So expect that. But there's no the market's not open on Thanksgiving. But I did do a video in advance for the Friday morning, if you are interested, where I talk about all the fields on my spreadsheet and what they mean and how the formulas calculate and this, that, and the other thing. So that may be of interest for some, that may not be, I don't know. But check it out Friday morning if you'd like. But yeah, obviously I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on that video. And we'll see. But we still have a half day on Friday, so this is not the end of the week. We got that little half day on Friday, which a lot can happen. And hopefully you guys are all off the Friday, because that's pretty annoying. You have a holiday on the Thursday, you have to go back to work on the Friday. Obviously, if you're in retail don't give a crap. So you'll be working if you're in retail. Believe me, I've been in retail a lot of my younger life, and it was brutal, man. In fact, you know, I was in supermarkets. So I worked at every holiday except Christmas, right? And it was nuts, but that was just the norm. So you kind of get used to it. And now, you know, corporate jobs suck too, but at least they're closed on the major holidays, which helps, you know. But anyway, we're at the end, so I'll stop yapping. So we got to talk about, you know, well, you got to hit the like button. We already said that. We said that 50 times already. So hit the like button if you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below. But if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the freaking keyword. I did have an idea for the keyword. I completely forgot it, right? I completely forgot it. Oh, my God. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll keep on the corny side because Thanksgiving's coming up, right? It's tomorrow. So, you know, as far as Thanksgiving is concerned, what is your favorite meal? You know, what is the favorite thing you eat that you have available every Thanksgiving? Is it turkey? Probably not. Is it cranberry sauce? Probably not. Is it ham? Maybe. Is it stuffing? Maybe. Is it, I don't give a crap, I'll eat anything and I'll have a beer and sit on the couch? Definitely, right? I don't know. You guys tell me. What is the best thing that you eat or drink on Thanksgiving? Or is it just that you're off, right? And then you can relax, you know, with the fam. Anyway, guys, I know it's corny, but that's all I got for the keyword today. I got nothing else. I'm cold. I've been yapping way too much anyway. So we'll end it there. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, tell us what your favorite item is to eat or drink on Thanksgiving, which, by the way, is tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Later.